Welcome back to the Branson Convention Center here in Branson, Missouri, where we find ourselves at the center of the greatest cornhole competition on the planet Earth. We are working our way towards a Sunday $20,000 winner-take-all prize purse, and the next match up in front of us as they continue warming up, a little bit of down and back. We're going to bring that action to you right here on the Stadium Sports Network. I am the loudmouth for the ACO, the American Cornhole Organization. With me, the cornhole dude, Frank Gears. And I'll tell you something right now. This matchup that we are looking at right here is just going to bring clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot. We've got Josh All-Day Glover out of Central Mississippi Cornhole and Ricky Mays from the hometown from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I'll tell you what, I got to give it up for my boy Ricky Mays. I want to see what he can do because Josh Glover is a serious competitor in that sport.
One of the first people I ever had the opportunity to meet in the ACO was Rick Mays, and I'll tell you something, a class act. These guys, I've known him for a long time, and just a guy you never hear enough good things about him from anybody that's ever met him. I am new, other than online, to the Josh Glover game, but I tell you, he's a competitor as well, and these guys are already firing hard and heavy during the warm-ups.
It's a good way to see it go down here, buddy. I cannot wait to see it. I hope that Ricky can at least hang with Glove because Glove is a beast. And he has been playing like a beast all season. Well, Rick Mays is a world champion, right? He's the world doubles champion.
Doubles champion, absolutely. And these guys getting ready to start the game. That blue bag means first bag. That's the higher seed. Glover off and running with that first bag in the hole.
Ricky off to the right a little bit there.
A little bit of a block in that lane, and then another bag piled up. He takes a step to the left. It works his way around. That's nicely done.
Shot by Mays. Ooh, a little aggressive there.
Coming in low and hard just to go ahead and clear those bags out of there. One off the back from Glover, and not a great shot right there either. So this gives Ricky an opportunity. He does not take advantage.
It's a couple points there. Give him a point.
Of that necessarily, or as Boom Hal tells you, he picked up a penny.
You got a penny there, baby.
Picked up a penny. Oh, he picked up a couple of pennies. He picked up a 2 pence.
Is that what we say, 2 pence?
So,
that's a,
you and I are accustomed to commenting on all of the tournament results after they've all happened on the webcast, the TACO webcast, TACO, Talking American Cornhole Organization. But it's great to have an opportunity to sit here and call these matches live.
It really is. It's cool. You know what I like about it, too, is this whole red-blue concept, right? Where we know that, out here right now, Josh Glover is throwing the blue bags. He is the higher seed in this match, throwing against Rick Mays of Cincinnati, Ohio. Ricky is throwing, again, the red bags. I like the idea, though, of the red-blue bags, though.
Absolutely. Fits right within that color scheme. On a Memorial Day weekend, the red, white, and blue is flying all over Branson,
What city
Missouri.
are we in?
Branson, why? What did I say? I feel like we're in Branson, Missouri. I don't know where you are, but I will tell you this. We have been hosted to perfection by the city of Branson. I will tell you this, so many players have talked about this being their favorite venue, and they've got so many great venues on the tour. As we tie the score up here 2-2 between Glover and Mays, it's a whole new bag game, if you will, right here.
Ricky's got a certain technique. He likes flipping that bag. Both of them do. Glover likes to just shake in his hand, but look at Mays spins the bag in his hand. It's cool to watch these players out there have their own little quirks as they get set to do what they need to do, and that's put that bag in the hole. Because the only way you win this game is by putting more bags in the hole than the other guy.
And we've mentioned this earlier on Stadium throughout the day. Those who are watching, and you play maybe out at a football game or you play out in the backyard and you think, I got to get it in the hole all the time. There's a nice push, almost 2-bagger there from Rick Mays. But oftentimes when you're playing defense, it's about keeping that other person out of the hole till you can get to the point where you can execute that airmail shot or whatever it is and then pick up 2 points here.
It is. That's all.
2 points there.
At this level, that's all it is. Get that point, get that 2 points.
And get that first bag.
And get that first bag. And Ricky throws down a low blocker. I'm sure that's out of the lane, though, so it looks like Glover's going to be able to work his way around that pretty easily. Maybe not. Spoke too soon on that one.
Oh, coming in hard there, hard and low. That was a rocket shot right there, and he gave Glover actually a little bit of additional room to work with. Going to come in and try to push them both. That's nicely set up to drop them both and maybe push in with a third bag.
I like these new bags. These new bags are playing great. These are the Pro Series Cornhole bags available at AmericanCornhole.com, but they're a 2-sided bag, right? That plays a true stick and a true with stick side to it. So
Yeah.
Or slick and stick, I mean.
And it goes back to the original innovation, and you can speak to this as the man behind the ACO, is, moving from corn to the synthetic pellets, moving to the two-sided bag where you can play more strategy, you can slide a bag, you can stick a bag. It really plays to your ability to have that kind of focus and do exactly what you want to do, and it makes practice a lot more fun because then you can see what sort of tricks you can pull off, to be honest with you.
Well, it does, and I mean, it just makes it more fun to watch the game, really, to be honest with you, because, again, it isn't just about sliding to the hole. Like you said earlier, man, it's about trying to keep that competitor out of the hole.
From Glover, Jay's able to push that bag in and take them both in. Ricky's lights out so far on those first 3 bags.
I'll tell you what, it looks like Mays has been practicing, I can tell you that much.
Oh, a little bit
I messed up. I'm like the Sports
Thanks,
Illustrated.
We laughed about that. Almost everybody that's been up here with me has done that to somebody at some point. We're just calling it the Jim Nance. No offense to Jim Nance. But
5-4 right now in favor of Rick Mays. Lead bag goes to Josh Glover here.
But as the sanctioning body for Pro Cornhole, talk a little bit about what you've seen over these 16 seasons and how the game has changed and advanced, and then going back and using sort of these OG bags. What does that? Who does that play advantage to? Does that for the OG player, or is that to the just anybody that has figured out how to dial their game in no matter what?
It's tough to say, but I think it's the player that dials it in, the player that can throw it straighter. But you were saying before, what's kind of interesting is the game has developed beyond 4 basic shots.
I mean, there's
a nice airmail shot.
Finish it up by Rick Mays.
Did not grab the bags he was hoping to grab, but it was a nice airmail. But yeah, no, the bags is great because, again, the basic shots, you have is the blocker, the slide shot, the push shot, and the airmail. But we've developed the flop shot. That's been out there now in the market for the last 18 months to 2 years. There's people that even have learned to do these little pinwheel shots that they find the slick hole, or the little hole, the little gappers. I mean, little gapper shots, right? There's just a little space available for the hole, and they find it. I don't know what these guys are doing. I mean, these young guns that have come up through the ranks. Isaac Hurt. I think we saw Isaac Hurt.
We've seen him a couple times today so far.
Out there, big wins out here.
And it's funny that you bring him up because one of the comments that we made about one of his shots, there was just the smallest space between 2 sort of piles of bags on the left and right, and he pitched a bag that looked like it had eyes on it. It went
Found
right to
that little gap.
That little slice went right through, up and over, and that wasn't one of those flop shots. That was a whole different shot that we hadn't seen before.
Call it the Randy Jones pinwheel shot. Yeah, I enjoy watching the game a lot, Finn, because I enjoy the different techniques. I mean, you have that step, you have that stand, you have that, somebody that likes to just lean low. I mean, you were talking about that the other day. Somebody was teaching you, I think it was Michael Hall, teaching you how to focus and get a better pitch going.
Yeah, they looked at my game and they said, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but here's a couple of things that might help you. He said, lean in, do this, follow through, and it made a whole difference in the game. Now, that said, one of the other things about cornhole that we've talked about is it's a great way to strengthen your core and a great way to get some stretching and flexibility. And the next day, when I wasn't used to that motion, I got up and I'm like, I don't use those muscles very often, so I need to get my cornhole muscles working and get my core strengthened. But it made all the difference in the world. And you walk in that next room where that major tournament is going on and there's 400 people in there playing. There's 400 different ways to throw that bag. There's no question about that whatsoever. And that is also a great opportunity for you if you're a backyard player and you want to become a champion on this center court right here, a world champion. You think you've got that game? Go to AmericanCornhole.com and prove it to us. Join up, find a group in your area, and make it happen. That was a huge frame right there for Josh Glover.
Two good frames back and forth there. I think he's taking a ginormous lead over Rick Mays. Just like that, it's 17-5.
I think Rick he just got caught taking a sneak peek at the score there up on the big screen, and I think that might have, we'll find out if that plays games with his head.
Glover's gotten into a little bit of a zone for himself, man. He seems to be finding the hole frequently now. He bounces up over top of the hole there. Mays right down the middle. There was our
You've done it
hex again.
Oh, and that looked like it slipped out of his hand just the littlest bit, and then it gives him a little gift off the back. It's an opportunity to bring one in and drop it in, and that's exactly what he does.
Should give him a point there.
Picks him back up.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need to do is stop the bleeding, right? So Ricky Mays picking up his point there, his penny.
You know,
And,
it's something else that's interesting to me about the way, and Ricky's wearing his player jersey from ACO Ohio, obviously Glover, his Central Mississippi All Day jersey on the back there, but the fashion statement that's made with the footwear in this organization, the footwear fashion statements are really quite something. There are a lot of slippers, a lot of sandals, a lot of Crocs. Oh, let's see if we can find some magic here. Well, they did him a favor there with one in, but I don't know what that leaves for Ricky right there, and he's not able to get it done. That bag goes in.
Looks like it's it. Nice job by Mr. Glover.
Josh All Day Glover. We're in this double elimination looking for the first 8 of the 16 who will join us here on this center court on Sunday. $20,000 winner take all. 21-6 is the final. Josh All Day Glover over top of Ricky Mays. We will continue with more of the greatest cornhole on planet Earth here in just a moment. It's the 8th.